Okay.
When it goes into the patient, this is the catheter here, and it goes in the bladder. Like that. And what happens is they blow up a balloon. You can't see it, and I didn't bring a syringe. If there's one, there might be one in there, but I'll look later. This catheter, see, it has this and this. One drains to urine, and one drains to that little balloon. So when it gets put in her or in him, it goes into the bladder, and then they blow up the balloon to keep it in place. And it's not going to come out because it's got this balloon that's about the size of a tomato. And that's what you've got. Now, when I first became a nurse, I took care of patients that had prostate surgery, transurethral resection of the prostates, TURPs. And probably 1 in 5 men after surgery would be very, very confused. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd be going around checking on my patients, and I'd walk in and the patient was confused and there would be blood everywhere. And I'd go, "Oh, Mr. Jones, you pulled out your catheter with the balloon intact." And they would do that, and it was about 1 in 5. And so they did a lot of damage, but they were confused. And so you had to really watch that, and you wouldn't necessarily notice that they were confused, because they're groggy from the anesthetic, and they come back and they're groggy, and can you move your toes? Yes. Can you sit up? Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Then they go to sleep, and 2 hours later they wake up and confused. So just know that that happens, and it's not pretty. Women, occasionally, if they're confused, after they have a baby, they can't feel anything down there, and they can't pee. So they do the same thing. They put a catheter in and drain out all this nice urine. Sometimes they leave the catheter in by blowing up the balloon. Occasionally, a woman will get confused because of anesthetic or lots of different reasons, and she'll rip it out. And again, it causes damage. You can imagine. It's not nice. So, I know, you just kind of go, "Oh, it hurts." So, but for Annie,
She's a good
Killing
patient.
me right now. I feel it.
we're going to pretend that hers is in there, and it's got a balloon holding it in place. So we've got that catheter, and let me show you how we do cath care. Cath care is even easier. So that wasn't hard, was it? Hairy care was easy. If I had shown you that the first day, you would have been freaked. But showing you at the end, it's like, piece of cake. No baby. Okay, so can I get you to get me, how many washcloths am I going to need?
2.
1 soap, 1 not. And then how many barriers?
2.
2. Yep. That's it. 2 and 2. And I'll put them over here for now. And I'll go get my basin and my gloves. So this is what it looks like. Hi, Miss Annie. My name's Nancy. I'm your CNA today, and I'm going to be doing cath care on you. Before I do that, though, first let me wash my hands, close that curtain. Oh, good. You've got a call light, and I'm going to lock and load the bed. Great. Let me go get my supplies. Got linens there, so I'm going to go over to the sink and get a basin, and I'm going to put in 1 inch of water. And I'm going to get gloves and soap. And notice that before I put this down, I put a barrier down. You don't really want to put a barrier, you don't want to put this on this without a barrier. And the reason is, this has been on the floor. This is what they eat on. And when they eat, they put their toast there, they put their dentures there. This has been where people have walked and plooped and plopped, and yeah, you get the picture. Okay, so I'm going to put my gloves on because I don't want to forget. And we do exactly the same thing for Pericare. Oh, it's perfect. Annie, you want to test this? Oh, she loves it. She loves it. And so I've got a barrier and 2 washcloths. Now, 2 washcloths, throw them in, get them done, get them wet fast, rinse them, shake them out like this because you don't want to take a lot of time. One you know is going to be for rinse. This is going to be for soap. Gush gush. Okay. Barrier, same thing. You're going to carefully just pull back so she doesn't get exposed or get cold. And you put this down between her legs. She's got a catheter there. When you do Pericare, she might have a catheter, you just do around it, you ignore it. But now that she's got a catheter there, you're going to take your soapy one and you're going to say, I'm holding the catheter at the meatus. That's the opening into the body. And I'm taking the soap washcloth and I'm going 360 degrees all the way around to the end. You don't do it twice, you do it one time moving in that direction because once it's touched, it's contaminated. And then you rinse and you say, I'm holding at the meatus and I'm rinsing 360 degrees all the way around to the end. And guess what you're going to say? I'm holding at the meatus and I'm drawing 360 degrees all the way down. Isn't that amazing? And I cover her up. That is pretty easy. And I like to take everything in one fell swoop. And you hold this away from your body. And you're going to dump what where?
Water in the commode.
Water in the commode.
Dirty laundry in the basket.
Over. You're going to rinse. Dry, dry, dry. Put it back. You're going to take your gloves off without contaminating yourself. Wash your hands. Come back to the room. You covered her up so you know she's okay. She's got her call light. You're going to lock and load the bed. Call light's there. Open the curtain. She's covered. Wash my hands. Task complete. So that is healthcare. Real simple. The hardest part is remembering meatus. Hold up the meatus and 360 degrees.
So if you forget meatus, can you say I'm holding at the opening? No.
You have to say the word meatus.
Okay, so don't forget that.
Don't forget that.
in the book.
Okay. And the and
Yeah.
also the 360 degrees.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, one more skill.